whilst I'm out here in this beautiful woods, I'm thinking I should talk to you about my new manifesto. I'm going to talk to you about dual nature, right? Dual nature is the theory what I have that mankind is in a battle with himself, an inner battle and outer battle. Between all of us, I believe that there is an inner, a lower nature, a subconscious nature, this very animal nature. It's not aware of itself. It's just generally a troublemaker. That part of our nature is a troublemaker. It's not aware of greater, broader things. And then you've got this other part, which is the higher meta-conscious part. That's a bit which is aware of itself. It's aware of that you exist, essentially. Here I am. I'm consciousness. I am the universe experiencing itself, and that's essentially what I believe. And I believe that side of us is what we need to embrace. That's how transcending comes into the equation, because hierarchy and society in general is unconscious. It's not a conscious society. We repress our consciousness because it can essentially get us into trouble if we think too much. It's not so good. It's not good to be a smart ass. So that's what I'm saying. We have these two sides of our nature, and one of them is very egotistical, and by egotistical I of course mean self-centered. You can't think outside of that, so yeah, that's that one side of us, one side of our nature. The other side is a higher awareness, the ability. We can create, we can make music, we can make a shelter, whatever, we can create. We're creator incarnated, we're a creator, so people want to say like, we're not important. We are massively important. And you get this with, there's bound to be people. I mean, I suppose you could say there's people who would be scientifically inclined who would say we're just an animal. Well, an animal can't create a masterpiece. Even if it had hands, it couldn't create a masterpiece. As far as we know, it has no cognitive ability whatsoever. So humanity is special, yeah? And to say we're, this life, it is to be thrown away, just working and just, doing what other people want you to do all the time, and you're not allowed to live your own life. You're not allowed to be free in life. It's completely wrong, That's how man flourishes. That's how we become our higher selves, is by embracing that side, becoming free, free to create, free to go where we want, free to enjoy life. That's how we expand. When we're trapped in this cycle of survival mode, getting just what I need to survive, basically, you're in a situation where you're not free to embrace your higher consciousness. You're not free to ask the right questions that you should be asking. So that's what we need to escape. We need to escape that struggle, that survival driven struggle that pits man against man in what is essentially an egotistical fight. If we work together, we could achieve a lot more. So, for example, employment is one big thing where you have so many people going for one job. But or the competition for people to buy a house, for example. But let's go back to the first example, competition for a job. Why should there be competition for a job? If everyone shared the load, there'd be less work for everyone. Less work is a good thing, fundamentally. That is the purpose of technology, is to give us less work. It's not so I don't know, Jeff Bezos or whoever can get rich. It's not about that. It's about when we created fire, when we created whatever, right back from the start, it was to make our lives easier. So we could have more time to look at the stars, so we could have more time to create art, cave art, whatever it was, you know. We had that time, we were free. Technology should be a freeing thing, you know. And yet here I am out here in the woods. And I think essentially part of that, being out here in the woods, is that our society is so messed up. So messed up. I mean, even the thing of being expected to pay other people to live is an absurdity. It's an absolute absurdity. And I refuse to do it. I refuse to do it. That's why I shoplift. I shoplift because, yeah, because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't want any part of the monetary society. You know, I've been eating weeds and whatever. You know, it's good. It feels good because I'm doing it for free. I'm not participating in the bullshit anymore. You know, I'm a free man if I'm doing that. I'm not paying anyone to be alive, to eat. And you know, as people would say, this land shouldn't be on it. I don't know. So let's start a fire here. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because I'm a free person. Free person. Fuck the system. Fuck it. 100%. 120% at sea. Yeah. So make amends outside the system. Get on alright, you know. And you should get on alright with your people as well. If wherever you are, you're in some sort of argument situation, you're in some sort of control situation, you need to get out of that. You need to get out of that situation. It's everywhere. I mean, we're in a society that teaches that, the police and all that, you know, that it's right to control another person, it's right to deprive another person of a decent life. But it ain't alright. It ain't alright, really. So, yeah. It's not alright. So I say, like, just be free, you know. Stop fighting with other people. You don't have any right to control anyone else. And no one has any right to control you. No one has any right to tell you can't do this, you can't have that in life. You know, this is what society is about. It's about control, hierarchical society. But in a true society, in a proper society, there'd be egalitarianism between all people. And what that means is no one above anyone else, essentially. I don't know how else you could have. You can't have an equal society and a government. You can't have an equal society and capitalism, can you? So, essentially, our issue here in society is mainly hierarchy. The dominance of other people and the dominance of the material world. They're the two things, probably the two things that cause the most conflict when people want to control other people, and when people want to control stuff like land and the means to live, you know, and other people don't have access to it. They're the two main problems. Same as in the animal world, you know. Animals will fight to dominate the group, and they will also fight for their territory, for their pats, just to say, this is mine, you know, back off, you're not entitled. So they are the two main causes of conflict in animals, but they're also the two main sources of conflict in human beings. So yeah, just imagine the difference between us and animals is we have that higher cognitive ability, that consciousness, that awareness. Animals don't have that. They're not aware of what they're doing. They're not aware that that say cannibalism, maybe whatever they engage in, is wrong. They don't have a moral compass like human beings. Our reason gives us a moral outlook, a moral understanding. It's a higher sense, essentially, morality, to be able to tell right from wrong is a human sense, and it's a huge thing. Huge, and it's an amazing thing. To put the world right, to set things straight, to, you know, it's the next step. It's the next step. It's a step to paradise, you know. Consciousness is an open door. It's an open door to a new world, a beautiful world. To transcend those two issues which essentially lock us in conflict and struggle, and essentially from that suffering. And that suffering and that struggle and that fight to survive against other people deprives us of the ability to get into a higher conscious state, to commune with other people in a way that's peaceful. And we need that so much, you know. We need that so much. So yeah, absolutely, I say to you, we got to transcend this struggle. We got to build a commune, and I may not be on that yet, but one day we'll get there, alright? All of us will get there. The society, maybe not me, but society as a whole, it's got to evolve. It's either we get to paradise or we're going to hell, you know. It's one or the other. And I don't mean hell in a biblical sense, I mean it in a literal 1984 style sense. So I say, now is the time to transcend, now is the time, embrace anarchy. Now is the time to say, yes, I am opening my awareness, I am willing to try. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, you do everything at your own risk. Maybe you could try psychedelics, I don't know. A very helpful tool for a lot of people in opening their mind and seeing the world rather than two-dimensionally, but more layered, you know, our existence. So I say, you know, open up your mind to all the different things, to human behaviour. Just have a look at how humans behave. Sit and watch how humans behave, and how irrational and mad some humans are. How they took my daughter away and everything. Because they're scared of the unknown. They're scared of what they don't understand. They don't understand me. People don't understand me, so they wanna make me feel bad. They wanna chuck me out of society or whatever. Because I don't like society anyway. So it's a mutual distrust there. But people are mad. People aren't inherently rational. Embracing consciousness, that makes us rational. That makes us see sense. So if the Transcendence movement, which I am on Twitter, the Transcendence movement, if it's anything, it's a cult of reason. It's saying be reasonable, people. Don't be insane. Don't fight over little bits of pretend money that don't exist. Don't treat other people in a way contrary to how you'd like to be treated. Embrace consciousness, embrace reason. Don't be mad. But society's mad, and that's the thing. And yet I'm mad because I'm out here in the woods. According to society, well, fuck society and what it thinks. It's time we make our own, time we leave. Never call the police, never can get involved with bullshit, you know. Be free. Be free from society. Transcend the struggle of society. Embrace your fellow man and woman and say, like, yeah, we're doing this, we're in this together now. Egocentrism can go to one side. We're not we as a whole are no more important than anyone else. Essentially, everyone's important. If you're conscious, you have a right to freedom. You have a right not to be dominated, not to be controlled. So yeah, that's how I'm going to leave you today. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having a good time. You're staying warm because it's bloody cold. And looking after yourself. Everything's going on alright with you. Yeah, my love to everyone, you know. And yeah, we stay strong. We stay strong. We stay strong. Alright. Adios.